You think you're stuck, but the truth is you are far closer to your breakthrough than you realize. And the very signs you've been misreading as setbacks are actually confirmations that heaven is moving on your behalf. One of the clearest signs is when the pressure in your life secretly intensifies, because just before birth comes, the labor pains. And in the same way, spiritual birth is always preceded by painful stretching and moments that feel unbearable. Yet Romans 8:18 reminds you that the present suffering cannot compare to the glory about to be revealed in you. So if lately it feels like every door is closing, every relationship is shifting, and you're being pressed on every side, don't mistake that for abandonment. It is God's hidden signal that something new is being formed within you. Another sign is when unusual opposition suddenly rises against you for no clear reason. When your obedience provokes warfare, it is often the enemy's last desperate attempt to shake you before your elevation, because the devil never fights what doesn't threaten him. And Ephesians 6:12 makes it clear that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So if your nights have been filled with battles in your mind, doubt gnawing at your spirit, or strange resistance coming from unexpected places, it's not random. It's evidence that your next level is so close the enemy is panicking, and you must stand firm in the armor of God. A third sign is when God begins stripping away what you once leaned on, leaving you with no choice but to depend fully on Him. This season feels lonely and even cruel, but John 15 reminds you that every branch that bears fruit must be pruned, and pruning is painful because it cuts away the comfortable, yet it secretly prepares you to carry more. So if you've been wondering why certain people walked away, why your usual sources of strength dried up, or why God seems silent, it is not punishment. It is preparation for greater capacity. A fourth sign is when small, almost hidden confirmations start appearing around you. Whispers in scripture that leap off the page. Random conversations that echo exactly what you prayed about, or doors cracking open in places you never even applied effort. These subtle alignments are God's way of assuring you that His word is still alive and active, sharper than a double-edged sword, as Hebrews 4:12 declares. And while they may seem too minor to notice, they are prophetic breadcrumbs leading you toward the fulfillment of His promise. Finally, one of the strongest signs that you are closer to breakthrough than you think is when your heart begins to feel both weary and restless at the same time, tired of the old yet stirred for something new, worn out from waiting yet unable to let go of the hope burning inside you. And this inner tension is not a contradiction, but a divine signal, because Galatians 6:9 says you will reap if you faint not. And the weariness itself means you have been sowing faithfully, while the restlessness is heaven's way of stirring you, so you don't settle too soon. Do not ignore these signs. Do not mistake them for failure, and do not let the enemy convince you to quit when you are standing on the threshold of what God has promised, because every shaking, every battle, every loss, and every whisper has been designed to position you exactly where He needs you. And your responsibility is simply to keep pressing, keep believing, and keep standing. For your breakthrough is not a distant dream. It is right at your doorstep. And the question is no longer whether God will do it, but whether you will endure long enough to step into what He has already prepared for you.